how in AWS warehouse we use machine learning, computer vision, and so on to accelerate and automate the delivery. Alexa for NLP, for text to language, how we build our products based on the machine learning.
I've been in this AWS journey over 2 years, so I've learned and I've mentored a lot of people regarding their certifications as well. So my AWS journey is an interesting one.
The main goal is ensuring people understand the use of AWS services and the solutions for different aspect or career you find yourself. Maybe you're a software engineer, or you're a developer, or you're a data analyst or anything. So the whole idea of this session or this program is to make people understand the use of AWS services.
Limit fit that on a monthly basis or once in 2 months we should organize an event like this where we'll bring in our community people together to learn more about AWS, to learn more about the cloud, so that they'll be able to do more for the community and do more for their company and do more to the world. So this event is one of its kind, and today we are actually talking about AWS Amplify, which is one of the AWS service that is used in order to deploy web and mobile application. We also talked about AWS AI recognition. The artificial intelligence in AI in AWS is a simplified approach whereby different services that uses artificial intelligence can easily be used in AWS. So the event today is actually strategic, and we felt that a lot of people, they have learned a lot of things for them to be able to go back to their company to implement and also to use practically for themselves.
Not altogether new to the cloud, but I'm new to AWS, so I found it entertaining because I'm learning a lot about the different services they have.
A lot of the terms they are talking about is quite new to me, but at least I'm able to pick some things. For instance, I'm able to learn today that there is a particular BI software that AWS actually deploy that is useful for data analysts like me. That is the QuickSight. So after this program, I'm charged to go back home and learn more about that QuickSight and then start using it.
So we actually use a lot of AWS services at Paystack. That's pretty much where we run our entire infrastructure on. There's a use case for everybody with Paystack, right? Anybody that's trying to get into business and accept payments, Paystack has a solution for you. If you're trying to accept payments via your web apps, via your mobile applications, we've also moved into the offline space. So we have our own terminal devices that we're working on that will allow people to accept payments in person as well. But yeah, I think events like this are important because they give us the opportunity to come out and meet some of the people in the community who we can further bring into the fold and get to use the platform and show them ways that services like AWS help us run companies like Paystack and scale them to meet the demands of thousands of businesses and hundreds of thousands of their users.
C or Java or JavaScript and so on. You can use those languages to build your infrastructure in the cloud. So that's also integrated with Amplify. So I talked about the go-to-market fast, but how? So what we offer you is UI component, and we will see that in detail. So we have UI component that you can use out of the box. We offer you also libraries. I talked about you wanting to create a database and so on, but you will need also to talk to that database. You need to do your querying. You will need, for instance, authentication and so on. And we will talk about that in details, but we offer you libraries also that you can use, and those libraries also are open source.
You didn't get an opportunity to come into IT. But the question I had there was a bank. So I worked as a cashier side bank. But then I still had this passion with that I need to find inspiration to this guy. I need to find somewhere to. So the opportunity I had then was to join Datamellon. I was so keen to find an opportunity in IT to the extent that I was ready to join any company that would take me, that would train me in IT for free. So I got the opportunity of Datamellon, and that's where it started. So I started with JavaScript as a language. I did some training on JavaScript. So when I was giving some tests to do, which I was able to, and that was what brought me a seat in Datamellon. So my first task in Datamellon was to actually develop a function or an application that would accept human user inputs, and then we tried to register the user's license as a web registration system, or like a web registration system. That was more like a test for me. So then I knew nothing about Python, but that's the primary programming language we use in Datamellon. So I have to learn Python also. So I went on to learn Python, and I was able to develop this application too at the same time. So after that, I was given a learning path to go through for AWS certification, and within my first 3 months in Datamellon, I was able to get that certificate. I was able to write the exam and pass it at once. So that was the first time. So that's another point I will get. That's AWS certification. So at this point, I saw the solution I've been looking for when I got to AWS training.
Delivery, that's one of our products. With delivery, you don't need to chase after a dispatch rider anymore. You want to move anything to anywhere, just go on the platform, request a delivery, and just leave the rest of the platform and the thousands of logistic providers we've onboarded on the platform to carry out the job for you. We are partnered with AWS, and in the whole of West Africa, we are the AWS reseller at the selector of AWS partnership.
AWS is the backbone. AWS Web Service is the backbone of some of the startup companies that we're having, even giant companies like the way we have Paystack. Paystack is one of our partners today. They are using AWS, and we have other giant companies. We have other giant companies in Nigeria that the cloud, the service they are using is AWS. So AWS has been in Nigeria, and they are also ready to do more for Nigeria. So this event is actually timely, and this is the time by which we want more people to start their journey into the cloud so that they will be able to assist more companies in their deployment into AWS cloud environments. Said is that in Nigeria that we are today, that there are no jobs, and for some of us we believe that it's not that there are no jobs. We have jobs, but we don't have the skill to meet the available jobs. And one of the areas that we have jobs and there is very large lacking of skill is the cloud environment. The cloud is not only the present, is also the future. So because the cloud is the present and future, and there are a lot of jobs readily available, and it is easy to learn the cloud skill, we felt that people outside there, for the youth especially, they can take a leverage and dive into the cloud today, and within the next 3 months or 4 months, they can get their first job, and they will be getting more than 200. I can bet they can be getting more than 200% of their current payments, what they are getting in their current job. So AWS is the future, the cloud is the future, so this is the time for them to key into it.